The modern-day business can learn a lot about risk from this year's mega events. Every year brings its share of global events, but 2026 is proving to be a banner year for mega-scale entertainment. The year got off to a roaring start with the Winter Olympics, and now anticipation is building for the fast-approaching FIFA World Cup. But amid the buzz, have you ever paused to consider the staggering level of risk inherent to such large-scale events? Or how impressive it is that organizers are able to manage that risk so successfully. The inherent risk of these spectacles lies in their unique, ephemeral nature, almost like building a pop-up conglomerate and dismantling it just as fast. A well-established corporation has decades to refine its security protocols. Despite operating on a similarly massive scale, these mega events have strikingly shorter timelines and, therefore, significantly higher risks. With rapid workforce onboarding, considerable vendor complexity, high-profile exposure, and myriad compliance boxes to check, these large-scale events attract new threat vectors by the second. But there is a simple lesson to learn here. If an event can be built, secured, and governed under these extreme, high-velocity conditions, there's no excuse for the rest of us. While these large-scale events may seem extraordinary, the frameworks used to secure them offer a direct blueprint for helping businesses thrive, no matter what industry they operate in. By identifying exactly what these organizers need to do to lock down the world's most anticipated events, we create a gold standard for the modern enterprise. The answer lies in having an AI-forward governance, risk, and compliance (GRC) strategy that is dynamic, scalable, and connected. With that, the speed of business will never outpace the strength of its guardrails. Why are mega events so risky? To understand the best strategies for managing such large-scale risk, it's important to understand why exactly these events are so vulnerable in the first place. It all boils down to the dangerous intersection of attention and scale. These events are massive targets where the sheer volume of moving parts makes it completely possible to overlook a vulnerability. And now, the attack surface has shifted far beyond the physical perimeter of a venue into a complex, interconnected digital ecosystem. Large event organizers have always had to worry about the physical safety of fans and venues. But 2026 is the first year where major events are subject to now mainstream AI-based threats like deepfakes, synthetic phishing, and hacktivism. And that's without mentioning the increasing role digital safety plays in ensuring physical safety. A single breach in venue infrastructure, such as hacked camera systems, provides a direct path for bad actors to cause real-world physical harm. This complexity is only exacerbated by the mega event's reliance on sprawling supply chains, a temporary workforce, and a web of overlapping global compliance requirements, each coming with its own risk. All it takes is one untrained employee, one unvetted vendor, or one missed requirement to become a potential entry point for threat actors. In these high-stakes environments, GRC can no longer be a static checklist or something manually tracked across disjointed spreadsheets. It must be a living, breathing architecture where comprehensive third-party oversight, seamless identity controls, continuous regulatory alignment, and intentionally implemented AI tools are baked into the organization's very foundation. Safety is as good as your GRC solution. To track, assess, and ultimately mitigate risks associated with a mega-scale event, manual supervision is physically impossible. A spreadsheet with thousands of rows is both a productivity killer and a liability, because static documents today become obsolete the moment they are saved. The same goes for the risks being managed by modern enterprises. Both businesses and large-scale event planners need an AI-powered GRC platform that can move fast, scale large, show connections, and automatically update in real time. When you have a system that helps you do that, you'll find that the aforementioned threats are easier to track, manage, and mitigate. Workforce integrity. A dynamic GRC platform with AI capabilities can help event organizers streamline the rapid onboarding and offboarding of a massive temporary workforce, especially by effectively tracking employee access to systems, data, and applications. By having a centralized, up-to-date repository of the entire workforce, from high-level executives to concession workers, event organizers and businesses alike can easily manage background checks and credentials, all while ensuring each individual is trained and restricted to the specific physical and digital areas required for their role. Intelligent third-party triage. A robust GRC solution enables you to sort and assess vendor risk by criticality. With thousands of vendors involved in a mega sporting event, a one-size-fits-all vetting process is a critical waste of time and resources. For example, you wouldn't want to waste time painstakingly evaluating a vendor who is providing t-shirts without ever setting foot on site. On the other hand, Some third-party vendors require a deep, specialized level of scrutiny, like vetting a vendor who will manage the venue's entire metal detection system. The right GRC solution helps you focus time and resources where risk is the highest, even automating some third-party risk management workflows where appropriate. Rapid cross-mapping and compliance. Many of these mega events, as well as many businesses, span multiple regions and governing bodies, each with distinct standards. Centralized, AI-powered GRC enables organizers and business leaders to quickly identify where they are already compliant and where gaps exist. This prevents duplicate efforts and allows both events and businesses to move quickly into new markets without having to rebuild their compliance frameworks from scratch each time.